Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Luke Bolaños. I'm the Assistant Director of Athletic Media Relations here at SFA. I'm also the football contact. Thank you all for coming out. I know this is an exciting time and a special occasion today, so appreciate you all being here. Just to give you a quick, brief rundown of the afternoon schedule. Here in a moment, I'm going to be introducing the acting university president, Dr. Steve Westbrook, and then he'll introduce Director of Athletics, Ryan Ivey, who will then introduce our new head football coach, Colby Carthel. Media that's here, we ask that you please hold all your questions for Coach Carthel until the conclusion of the onstage portion of this afternoon's program. And we'll, to the right of the stage, we'll have this backdrop set up, and feel free to ask any questions with Coach Carthel at that time. So without further ado, Dr. Steve Westbrook.
Thanks, Luke. I would like to welcome you to the beginning of a new era of Lumberjack football. When we began a national search for a new head football coach, there were a lot of attributes that we were interested in, but I want to highlight 3 of those today. First was high energy. It will take a lot of energy to turn this football program around, and we have found the coach with high energy. Number 2, a lot of people can say they can turn a program around. We were looking for a coach that had demonstrated turning a program around. And we have found the coach to turn our program around. Now, number 3, we were very interested in a coach that would engage not only in the university community, but the Nacogdoches community and the East Texas community. And we have found the coach to engage. And so now, without further ado, to introduce the coach, I would like to introduce our athletic director, Ryan Ivey. Ryan.
Thank you, Dr. Westbrook. Unfortunately, I'm not as tall as he is, so I've got to pull the mic down here. What a great day to be a Lumberjack. It's always a great day, but today is certainly a little bit more exciting, a little bit more engaging for us moving forward. I just want to certainly thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this program, this department, and certainly this fine institution. Today is a day of new beginnings. It brings hope, excitement, and celebration. It's a beginning to our football program's climb to success. It's not every day that you get the opportunity to introduce a national champion, and we're certainly excited to do that today. Back in July, I stood before you stating that we were going to be purposeful about winning, that our goal was to create champions and be the leading mid-major athletics department in the nation. And anything short of that goal would not be acceptable. Our goal here is to be the standard in which everyone else measures themselves. And now is the time to be a part of SFA and SFA athletics. But before I move forward, I want to take the time to thank and recognize some folks and people that were a big part of this process. First, again, a big thanks to Acting President Dr. Steve Westbrook for your help during this process. Certainly appreciate you being involved. I also want to thank all the members of the Intercollegiate Athletics Council, or IAC, that we affectionately know it as, and certainly we've got some of those here today that I'd like to recognize. If you would, when I call your name, if you'll stand. Dr. Ken Collier, who's our chair, faculty athletics representative. Thank you, Dr. Collier. Dr. Jason Reese. Dr. Kim Childs. And I don't think, is Dr. Robbie Stewart here? And then Kevin is here. So, Kevin, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you guys and all the support that you give us there. Also want to thank various members of the athletics department, university and board of regents and their community, really in the community at large, who helped throughout this process and provided input. I've also often said that people are the greatest resource of any great organization, and we have some extraordinary people in and around Stephen F. Austin. And finally, I'd like to take this time to thank Jeff Bird, the current coaching staff, and our current football student athletes for their work and efforts during this past season. There's no secret that this season has been difficult on all of them, and I think they've handled themselves with integrity and class, and we certainly appreciate everything that they've done for this department. So thank you guys. There has been no shortage of interest of this position. From the nearly 100 interested individuals to the media, community involvement, this position has garnered and created opportunities to discuss the bright future of Lumberjack football. To those that have called, emailed, came to visit, and discussed the future of our program, I sincerely thank you for your support, your thoughts, and opinions. It is refreshing and exciting to know how deeply people care about our program. A head coach search process is, by nature, a very fluid process. The fluidity of the search demands calls for us to be diligent, direct, and faithful to our process. The timing and pace of this search was critical for the stability of our program with our current student athletes, to maximize the impact on upcoming recruiting, to minimize the effect on other coaches and programs, and to communicate to those outside our commitment to our program. As with all head coaching searches, it was important to provide us with the best candidate pool possible. Having the ability to protect the integrity of our search without jeopardizing other programs was critical and will continue to be for our processes moving forward. When we set out looking for our coach, we were looking for some of the following characteristics: a proven winner, success with previous programs, ability to recruit and have Texas ties, ability to bring and implement strategic schematic plans, a motivator, a leader, holistic football knowledge, ability to communicate and build relationships with those inside and outside of SFA football, and someone who has the desire and determination to teach our young men to be successful on the field, in the classroom, and in life. While going through this process, the words national champion, winner, relational, charismatic, energetic, enthusiastic, intelligent, although I argued with that person about that characteristic when they said that. Intelligent, high football IQ, recruiter, player development, passion, leader, and national champion all came up time and time again. I'm proud to say that we found all the things that we're looking for and more in our head football coach. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to present the 20th head football coach of Stephen F. Austin State University, Colby Carthel.
Big enough it fits.
Oh, we got cameras over here.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Ryan. Seems like we've done that before. I'm excited. I'm jacked up, literally. All right, it's a great day for Stephen F. Austin football. It's a great day for Stephen F. Austin. It's a great day for the town of Nacogdoches. This day's important to me. It's important to you, and we're fixing to start something really, really special. I really appreciate the turnout. This job is a special job. I'm not going to say it's been my dream job. I'm going to say it's been my daydreaming job, because there's been several times that me and that guy used to sit in his office going through business, and we'd be like, man, SFA, that'd sure be a good job someday, wouldn't it? He said it, and I said it, and Lord has a funny sense of humor. Here we are together again, and I couldn't be more excited about it. This place is primed, and this place is ready to be great in football, okay? It's primed and it's ready, and we're ready to put our foot on the pedal and mash it to the floor. We got the great resources, got the resources we need to be successful, got the facilities we need to be successful. We've got the greatest location of any university that plays scholarship college football. And we've got the most important piece of the puzzle, the right people. We got the right people here in place to be successful. And I'll get to a little bit more of that in a minute. I want to start off with a few thank yous before I get to talking about our new program. First of all, I want to thank my smoking hot wife right here, Sarah Carthel. She's not only my best friend, she's my fishing buddy. She outshoots me when we go bird hunting, and she's a wonderful mother to our two sons. Give it up, Major Ridge. Say, go Lumberjacks.
Go Lumberjack!
There you go. And we got old Bear right there. He's only 9 months old. He's not going to talk just yet, but you'll hear him plenty. And I want to apologize for future transgressions to every kindergarten teacher, first grade teacher, second grade teacher. I apologize in advance. I want to thank my parents, Don and Cindy Carthel. That's the real Coach Carthel right there, Hall of Fame coach, telling me everything I know. My in-laws are here, Pam and Steve Butler. Pam was a little disappointed in me when I told her what we were doing. She went and took my stocking down off the mantle and threw it away because I was taking those grandsons 3 hours further from home, but she'll forgive me. I want to thank everybody at Texas A&M Commerce in the great town of Commerce, Texas. Awesome, awesome people there. And we built it together. It's a great place. It's going to be a great place, a great program, and it will be in the future as well. I want to thank my former AD and good friend, Tim McMurray. I want to thank the presidents I work for. The late Dr. Dan Jones, who hired me, his wonderful wife, Jelena, Dr. Ray Keck, his beautiful wife, Patricia, won a national championship together, and Dr. Mark Rudin, our new president there at A&M Commerce, and his wonderful wife, Libby. I appreciate each of those fine men. I want to thank the players and the coaches over the past 6 years at A&M Commerce. This day is not possible without your tremendous effort, sacrifice, and commitment to what we were doing there. And I thank each and every one of you. I want to thank everyone who's called or texted me over the last 72 hours. I've not responded to one of them. I apologize. We've been a little busy. By Christmas, I hope to get you all called or texted back. But I appreciate that support. I want to thank the hiring committee. That was an interesting process. I don't interview very well, I don't think, and it was intense, but it was fun, and we had a lot of good time. Dr. Westbrook, Chairman of the Board, Bridget Henderson, Regent Bob Garrett, Regent Alton Fraley, Dr. Ken Collier, Coach Steve McCarty, I know he's listening in today, talked to him this morning, and Ryan Ivey. I appreciate y'all for allowing me to share my vision. I appreciate you for believing in that vision. I appreciate you for giving me this opportunity, and I'll work tirelessly every single day to make it worth your while. Now let's get started. I want you to know I'm not just the head football coach at Stephen F. Austin. I'm your head football coach. We're now in this thing together, each and every one of us. Faculty and staff, students, alumni, people of Nacogdoches, people of the East Texas region, we're in this thing together. I'm your football coach. Faculty and staff, we need your help. We need your help every single day. Whether it's sending in grade reports, whether it's letting us know we've got a young man not meeting the standard that we set. Well, and it's okay if you send emails and saying they are meeting that standard. I expect to get more of those than the other. But it's communication. It's school spirit. School spirit is important for every one of us, faculty and staff. Man that looked after our building at A&M Commerce was named Raimundo. One of my dear friends. Didn't speak much English, but every day from the first day I got there, he told me every time he saw me, numero uno. And I told him numero uno back. And we built a championship program together. He believed. Everybody must believe. I'm an all-sport guy. I'm an all-campus guy. Some of the best friends I'm leaving at A&M Commerce are the soccer coach. How many football coaches like the soccer coach? Not many. I do. Hello, Neil Piper. The band director. The guy that runs the cafeteria, the deans on campus, the provost. I'm all in. And I want you to be all in with me as we build this program. Students, you're important. Take pride in your campus. Take pride in this football program. Wear purple. Show up and be loud. You made a huge impact on my decision just to accept this job. My wife and I, on the way to Houston to interview, we took a day and we came over here and we spent a day in this town and on this campus. And we walked around and we interacted with students. They didn't know who the heck I was or why I was asking so many questions. But you made an impact on me and our decision to be here. We need you behind us. Alumni, everywhere, we need your support. We need you to get involved. This is not us, it's all of us. It's not just football, it's all of us. Alumni, far and wide. You've got three things that we need: your time, your talent, or your treasure. You choose what it is, but get involved. We're going to light the towers early and often in this new regime. Electricity costs money. Send us $20 and we'll light the towers. Get involved. I'd like to thank the town of Nacogdoches and the people of the East Texas region, and I'd like to tell them we're in this thing together. That was one of the questions. When I interview for a job, yes, I'm getting interviewed, but I promise you, I'm doing more interviewing than they are. And I did that in this process. I asked Dr. Westbrook, because he's been here, I think it was since World War II, I think I was reading. He's been here a while. Oh, Korean, okay, I knew it was a long time ago. I said, tell me the best things about SFA and Nacogdoches, and tell me the worst things. 25 minutes later, after talking about all the good things, he said, I really can't think of anything bad. I knew this is a place for us. Everybody I called that's ever lived in this town or still lives here says the best place ever lived. Great people, great town, great region. That was the biggest selling point to my wife and I, because we were living in a great place and we had every box checked on happiness. And I'm a different coach. I'm a different guy. I don't coach for money. I know my agent's here and he's going to be mad I said that again. But I coach, and quality of life is what's important to me. And that's what I'm excited about this town in this region. And my first night in the Fredonia Hotel started off right. That's a great place. One of the nicest hotels I've stayed at. I appreciate those folks. I told you I spent a day in this town coming down. We went and spent 30, 45 minutes walking around Walmart. Didn't buy a single thing. Just people watched. There's some interesting characters here. But there are kind of people. Went and ate at the Clear Springs restaurant, I believe it's called. Wonderful meal. I don't know if they're a sponsor, but they should be, if they're not already. But it really enjoyed our time in this town. Secret shopping. I promise you, the Carthels and the staff that we put together and our families, we're going to be invested. And we're going to be fully committed to this community. And we ask that you love us in return. So who am I? Who is this guy you just hired to be your head football coach? A little bit about me. I'm in the business of changing lives and winning football games. And in that order. I strive every day to be a great husband, to be a great father, and to be a great football coach. And in that order. Our staff, with me at the head, will be role models for these young men we coach. We'll be leaders on campus. And we'll be vibrant in this community. I feel the Lord blessed me, not with many talents, and I don't know about that intelligent part. I know that was probably my mom saying that. But I think the Lord blessed me with one talent, and that's to lead and build young men through the game of football. And I'm proud to do that here at Stephen F. Austin State University. And I've got some history with SFA. Jim Hess is a dear friend of mine. Used to be the former coach and athletic director. And I know he made a lot of calls on my behalf. I'm an Angelo State grad. He used to coach out there before y'all stole him from Angelo State. And we've been friends for 25 years. And he spoke very highly of this school and the history and the tradition and the people of NAC. I've got some history with the great alums of this football program. Jeremiah Trotter. And for 23 years I have disliked Jeremiah Trotter. In 1995, I qualified for the state meet in the discus. We had the national leader in discus, Class 3A that year at the state meet. I knew I didn't have a prayer to win. I just wanted to win a medal. Wanted to get third place. Through 5 throws, I was in third place. I was so proud. And then this tall, lanky rascal from Hooks, Texas got up there and uncorked one that was about 20 feet farther than I'd ever dreamed of throwing. And he took third place, knocked me off the medal stand. His name was Jeremiah Trotter, headed to Stephen F. Austin to become a great player and an all-pro linebacker. So Jeremiah Trotter, if you're out there listening, I saw you on Twitter yesterday. I forgive you. We can be friends now. We're going to build a championship program. We're going to build a championship program together. And we're going to use the same blueprint we did at A&M Commerce, where we took over a program that was one of the worst in the nation and built it into a national power. We know what we're doing. It takes hard work, and it takes everybody. It's not the responsibility of the football staff and the football players. It's the responsibility of every single one of you that touch this program. Everybody in town, everybody on campus. We're all in this thing together. But know this, you've got to be a champion off the field before you can ever be a champion on the field. That message is going to ring loud and true at 5:30 this afternoon when I get a chance to meet our new team. We were supposed to do it at 12:30 today, but they had class. And that's a good reason to postpone it to 5:30. So I'm looking forward to meeting that team. But we are going to be champions off the field before we ever think about being a champion on. In 2017, we won this big fat ring as a national champion. But we also set a school record for the highest team GPA in school history of the football program. It goes hand in hand. We're going to be a champion off the field in the community, being involved. I can give you lots of examples of what we have done in the past. One being I tell everybody, we won the national championship September 24th, 2017. And they scratch their head and they say, well, the game wasn't until December 16th. September 24th, we went down on the 23rd and we beat Texas A&M Kingsville. Instead of driving 11 hours back home, we went and we spent another night in a hotel in Corpus Christi. And we got up the next morning at 6 a.m., the whole team, 94 strong. And we went over to Port Aransas, ground zero of Hurricane Harvey. And we did over 400 hours of community service that day. It was not a photo op. We had our shirts off and we were sweating and it was hot and it was miserable, but we were giving back to that community. We didn't have a single soul from that area. But we had about 30 kids from Houston, and Houston was about 6 foot underwater at that time. And that team learned a valuable lesson about being part of something bigger than yourself. And you do that by being involved in the community. It's better to give than receive. We're going to be a champion off the field. I care more about how our players act and behave Saturday night, Saturday at 2 a.m. That's more important than Saturday night at 7 p.m. You got to be a champion off the field if you ever want to be a champion on the field. How do you build a championship program? You do it through recruiting. And we will recruit relentlessly. We will be relentless in our pursuit of quality student athletes here at SFA. And we will recruit from East Texas out. It starts at home. If there's a good football player that fits what we do, and he's a good student in the classroom, and if there's a pine tree within 100 yards of his front door, that sucker better be wearing purple. And I mean that. We need the help of Texas high school coaches. Whether you're an alum of SFA or not, we need the help of Texas high school coaches. Help us build another championship program. We're going to recruit the whole state, from East Texas out, but we will not leave a stone unturned in the state of Texas. Our kicker this past year, he just finished his career as the greatest all-time kick scorer in NCAA Division II history. He scored more points than all but one person, I think, in the state of Texas in college football history. He was a soccer player in Edinburgh, Texas, and he found his way to Commerce. We're going to recruit the whole state. Thank you again, Christoph Martinez, for all those kicks you made. I know he's listening. We're going to dominate recruiting in the state of Texas. Transfers, we'll take transfers, quality transfers, impact transfers that are transferring here for the right reasons. And we'll go coast to coast and around the globe to find those young men. And we'll leave no stone unturned. When we won the national championship, we did it with a Harlan Hill winning quarterback. That's the Heisman for Division II. Luis Perez. He did not play high school football. He was a bowler. That's how we recruit. We're going to find you wherever you're at. He was a bowler in high school, and he was the top player in NCAA Division II. He was with the Rams all year. He was just the first pick in the AAF draft about a week ago. We're not going to leave a stone unturned when it comes to recruiting. And if you're a Division I student athlete out there and you're not happy with your situation and you want to be part of something special, you get your release and you give us a call, because we're building it here. We'll never stop recruiting. We're going to win. We're going to win the right way. And we're going to win starting now. The winning starts today for SFA football. I don't know who fires old cotton, but they better be ready. We didn't have a cannon at our last institution, A&M Commerce, so we had to get my Uncle Doug, who's a Civil War buff, brought his big cannon down there. First game, he ran out of gunpowder. It's honest, that's a true story. So I don't know who's in charge of old cotton, but you better stock up on some gunpowder, because we're going to be shooting it early and shooting it often. We will have losses, and there will be bumps along the road. This will not be an easy task, but we will not fail. We will not fail. Believe in the vision of what SFA football can be. We're going to build a championship program that everyone can be proud of. We're going to build a championship program that is the pride of East Texas. We're going to build a championship program that's the pride of Texas. We're going to build a national power here in Nacogdoches. We're going to do it together, every single one of us. Faculty and staff, get on board. Students and alumni, we need you. People of Nacogdoches and East Texas, get behind us. Lumberjacks everywhere. Pick up an axe and start swinging. From this day forward, we're chopping wood together, and we're taking Lumberjack football to the top. Axe 'em.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go. It's time to get after it. Before we go, though, I want to take a minute to thank our Spirit Squad. So, Spirit Teams, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I certainly appreciate the support, appreciate everyone coming out. As a reminder, there is going to be a reception over at the Fredonia Hotel beginning at 3 o'clock. Coach Carthel is going to be dealing with the media here one-on-one for a little bit, but we invite everyone over there to the Fredonia Hotel in the Bonita Ballroom, whatever it's called. Something Bonita, I don't know, something over there. Just go to the Fredonia Hotel, okay? Go to the Fredonia Hotel. We'll be there 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. We'll have some refreshments and things there for you. So we certainly appreciate you guys being here today. Certainly appreciate all your support. We look forward to a great future and a bright future for Lumberjack football. So thank you so much again, and Axe 'em Jacks.